Welcome back aspirants on MacTech 40, and today we will solve one question of EAC mains. Okay, and this question is from hydrostatic forces on the body. So this question is from EAC 2012 mains. So let's start. What is the question? A tank with the vertical sides measuring 3 meter by 3 meter. This is the wall dimension is given. Contains the water up to a depth of 1.2 meter. And oil whose density is 900 kg per meter cube was poured in the tank up to the depth of 0.8 meter. The vertical wall can withstand the maximum thrust of 58 kilonewton. Calculate the actual thrust on the wall and center of pressure. Okay, so in the tank there is a oil and water filled in, and it is exerting some thrust force on the wall. So we have to calculate how much thrust force is acting on the wall, and this is the limit. 58 kilonewton is limit, and we have to find center of pressure. And the second question is, if the oil level is increased up to 0.9 meter, what will be the stability of wall? That means whether the wall will collapse or it can withstand, or it, how can we decide? So if by increasing this height, if your thrust force due to this fluid is less than 58 kilonewton, then your wall will be stable, otherwise your wall will be collapsed. So in this question figure was not given, so first of all I have drawn this figure for you. So here, as per the given data, that is oil is at up to height 0.8 meter and water is 1.2 meter. Okay, now we have to find hydrostatic forces. So I have drawn the force diagram on the wall, what the force is acting. So now for uh, this oil portion, as you know, the hydrostatic force is always acting centroid or center of pressure. Okay, h bar we are denoting with h bar, center of pressure, or you can say that it is sorry, not y, h bar. H will be, we will denote as a centroid of this geometric shape, or what is the depth of this fluid. So I'm taking as a y. Let's take y is the center of pressure, and you all know that center of pressure always acting as the centroid of the prism, pressure prism. This I've drawn the pressure prism. This is in 2D. If you draw in 3D, it will be like this prismatic type. Okay, like this. So this is the prism. So wherever the centroid of this prism, and if you look in 2D, so at that point this will act, and this is not fully submerged body, so your center of pressure is not as the centroid of the geometricity of this water and oil. Okay, so first of all we have to find the force as well as center of pressure of individual oil and water. Okay, and this is the free surface. This is free surface. So first of all we have to find individual center of pressure for oil and water, then we have to add and we have to find the common centroid at which it is acting, and total force. So first of all, due to oil, the force will be in vertical and horizontal direction in hydrostatic force, but here we have assumed that the total weight is balanced by the bottom. Okay, so no any need to calculate. So only we will calculate this horizontal force. Okay, this wall is vertical direction and the force is acting in horizontal direction as a thrust force. So due to oil, we know that force is force due to oil, FO. It is pressure due to oil, and area. The area means how much projected area. So this is the projected area of oil exerting the pressure. So what is the pressure? Sorry, this is not a rho, this is pressure of oil. Pressure of oil is given by rho of oil G, and what is the depth, h bar. Okay, This is the depth, and we have to add, and we have to take CG of this projected area, rho g h bar, and area. What is the projected area? That is 0.8 meter width and 3 meter long. So density of oil is 900 kg per meter cube. G is 9.81, and h bar, that is the center of this projected area, that is 0.4, 0.8 by 2. So 0.4 into this area, 0.24. So when you multiply this in your calculator, so you will get the force due to oil is 8.476 kilonewton. Now we have to find the center of pressure due to oil. So we can easily write the centroid of this pressure prism, okay, not this projected area. We have to, so here it is a triangle pressure prism, so you can easily write, but here for trapezoidal you have to apply this area relation, a plus 2b divided by a by b upon h by, into h by 3. But another method, that is using moment of inertia, okay. So the method of moment of inertia, that is, you can find center of pressure of oil. It is y bar, that is the depth or centroid of projected area, h bar plus I g, that means I of oil portion, moment of inertia of oil portion, not g, oil portion divided by projected area h bar into sine square theta. This is the general equation. But here wall is vertical with the fluid the force is in horizontal and the wall is vertical, so angle is 90 degree, so sine square theta will become 1, okay. We have to write the center of prism equation, sorry, center of prism, or you can say that center of pressure, that is 0.4. Ig is the moment of inertia, that is 1 upon 12, and this is which moment of inertia? Minimum moment of inertia, okay. This should be minimum. This all are the theory portion, basics, and here 3 into 0.8 cube, bd cube by 12. You know the for the rectangle projected area, this is the projection of the oil on the wall projected area. So we have to take the minimum moment of inertia of this projected, and area is 0.8 into 3, and h bar, it is again 0.4. So when you solve this, you will get as a 0.533 meter. And from where? This is from free surface, as I've shown in figure, that is free surface by triangle. This from this surface somewhat here, okay. Now this is the pressure exerted by oil and center of pressure. Now we will talk about water. So force exerted by the water on the wall, that is, first of all, here you can see, as per the hydrostatic law, the oil is also exerting some force on the water, okay. So this force F is created, you can write at rho g and h of or depth of oil. So it is 900 kg per meter cube, g 9.81, and h naught, it is 0.4, 0.8 total depth. So this is the pressure exerted by oil on the water, 7.06 kilopascal. Now this is the pressure, okay, not force, this is the pressure, sorry, this is the pressure, okay. Now this pressure plus the pressure due to this water on the vertical plane, this both are summed up, and this total pressure multiplied by this the projected area, this is the projected area of water on the wall, will give you the force exerted by the water on the wall. So let us find how much force is exerted by the water, Fw, that is, this is the pressure exerted by the oil into rho of water, G into H bar of water height, okay, into cross section area, or the, sorry, not cross section, it is a projected area. So this is 7.06, okay, kilopascal, plus density of water is 1000, G 9.81, 0.6 into cross section area. Cross section area is not, sorry, again, not cross section area, this is projected area. This is 3 meter on the horizontal and 1.2 meter vertically, like this is 3 meter and this is 1.2 meter height. So this is the total projected area, and here this term is in kilopascal. This term, when you solve, this will come into pascal. So first of all you have to convert into kilopascal, then add and then multiply with total area. Okay, so thrust force due to water, here you will get as a 46.6 kilonewton. This is the thrust force due to the water. Now we have to find centroid or center of pressure of water. So again it is a H bar of water plus I, moment of inertia, upon AH bar. This is the equation. H bar here, water, centroid of the projected area covered by water. So this is 1.6, half of 1.2. I is 3 into B d cube by 12. Here 3 into 1.2 whole cube divided by 12 into cross section area, sorry, not cross section, this is a projected area, 1.2 into 3 meter, 1.2 meter into 3 meter, and average centroid height is 0.6. So when you solve this is come to 0.8 meter. This is 0.8 meter from where? From oil water interface. Okay, from here, this is 0.8 meter here, but we have to find from top surface. Okay, so to ease our calculation, we will, so you can write as 0.8 plus zero point 0.8, that is 1.6 meter from top surface or free surface. Okay, so we have total force and centroid, so we have to find the equivalent. Here as I shown like this, we have to find the location of equivalent center of pressure, and it is y, that is y due to oil, centroid pressure or center pressure due to oil, into force exerted by oil, plus center of pressure due to water and force exerted by the water upon force exerted by the water. Here this equation you can see from, it's look like find the CG, center of gravity of any of you have used in the engineering mechanics of different shapes. So this is the similar, because it is a centroid of pressure prism. Again it's a geometry. So here it is 0.6 meter. Okay, not 0.6, I think it's 0.533 meter, yes, from free surface. just 0.533 meter into the force exerted by oil is 8.476 plus this is at 1.6 meter. Here just we have found into the 46.6 divided by 8.476 plus 46.6. So when you solve this, you will find as 1.43 meter. From where? From free surface. So this is your 1.43 meters. So somewhere here, like this. This is the equivalent projection. So you can assume that on this line of action, your all force, the thrust force is exerting. Okay. Now, and if you consider on the point, so at midpoint here 1.5, 1.5 here. This is the point where this all hydrostatic force is exerting. You can assume that. Now you have to find the total force. So just summation, do the summation of this 8.476 and 46.6. So you will find as 55 kilonewton. Now this force is less than the maximum limit. It is given as 58 kilonewton. So as this schematic, our wall can sustain. But as we increase the height, so what happens? So as you increase the height, so the total force, so now oil height is 0.9 meter. Okay, we have added 100 mm oil. Okay, 100 mm height increased. So now what happened? The force exerted by the oil, it will be cross section area multiplied by rho g into centroid area of the projection. So this is 3 into 0.9, rho that is 900, g 9.81, and h bar is 0.45. So when you solve this, you will find as 10.727 kilonewton. Okay, now as the height increase, so at the depth of the oil, that is water, so the force exerted by the oil on the water, this will also increase. So pressure on water due to oil, PO, that is rho of oil, G into height, 900 into 9.81 multiplied by what is H, this is 0.9. So when you solve this, it is 7.95 kilopascal. Again, total force exerted by the water on the surface, that is projected area, multiplied by pressure due to the oil plus pressure due to the water, and here average height, centroid height of projected area of the water, that is area is what, 1.2 multiplied by 3, because the cross section area will remain same of for the water, and this both the fluids are incompressible. So as the increasing height and for the upper force, this with this will not change, height will not change, because these are incompressible and immiscible. Okay, 7.95 plus 1000, g is equal to 9.81, and h bar is 0.6. So when you solve this, you will get as a 49.8 kilonewton. So do the summation 49.8 and this 10.727. So you will get total force after increasing height at 0.9 meter of oil. So you will get 60.5. 60.56, or you can say that 60.6 kilonewton, but this exceeds our critical limit, that is 58 kilonewton. So here you can say that by increasing height of oil up to 0.9 meter, wall will collapse. Okay, so this is how you can solve the hydrostatic question. Hope you guys understand. If you have still any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, as well as you can connect on Facebook. I have given the link in the description. Tomorrow there will be one live session. Okay, so how to prepare and how to clear these exams. Okay, and some new announcements will also there. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. we'll meet. So till then, keep studying, stay focused.